Hi, I've written to you recently regarding two independent inquiries that are underway, following a decision by Council back in October. One relates to complaints about the conduct of our former colleague from Community and Family, Sean Bell, who passed away in August. The other is a wider review of our whistleblowing and organisational culture, which will help us determine whether a positive whistleblowing culture currently exists within the Council, and if not, why not. The work on both inquiries has been carried out by a law firm, Pinsent Masons, and overseen by an independent chair, Suzanne Tanner QC. Once complete, Susanne will make recommendations on the lessons we can learn and any improvements we can make in our whistleblowing culture. The team at Pinsent Masons is currently gathering evidence and are keen to speak to anyone who may have information which will help the inquiry. And their contact details will be displayed at the end of this presentation and are also available from the website. Please take this opportunity to speak if you feel you haven't been treated in the right way, if colleagues aren't acting in the right way, or if you see something that isn't quite right. We need to challenge those behaviours. Finally, if you are subject to a non-disclosure agreement with the Council, I want to assure you that you will not be in breach of this should you decide to come forward. I'm now going to hand over to Susanne, who will speak in more detail about the inquiries and her role. Thank you.
I'd like to thank Andrew Kerr for introducing me, and you may have seen my name on your payslip inserts, on posters in your workplace, on the Council's website or in the newspapers before now. It's really nice to get the opportunity to speak to you by video message. I'm Suzanne Tanner, I'm a lawyer, and I practice in Scotland, England and internationally. And as Andrew Kerr said, I was appointed as the independent chair of two independent inquiries for the City of Edinburgh Council. And I'm being supported in that work by law firm Pinsent Masons, who have teams in Scotland and Manchester. Pinsent Masons report to me as the independent chair of the inquiries and not to the City of Edinburgh Council. I'm pleased to get the opportunity to reach out and invite you to speak up and have your say in the work that we are doing. There are two separate inquiries, although there are some common features, so you're welcome to contribute to one or the other or both, and I'll explain a little bit more about each inquiry. You can also find more information on the Council's website on the Independent Inquiry page, which is a link from the homepage. The Sean Bell inquiry is an independent investigation into complaints that have been made concerning the conduct of the late Sean Bell, a former senior manager in the Communities and Families team. We are looking at whether or not any steps were taken by the Council to respond to any past allegations or suspicions of abuse or inappropriate behaviour by Mr. Bell. We would like to find out who knew what, when and what was done about it. The inquiry is being led by Julian Diaz-Rainey, partner within Pinsent Masons' Manchester team. All those involved in Julian's team have considerable experience in conducting investigations into similar complaints, and none of the team involved are based in Edinburgh. Our work has already begun, and we would welcome the opportunity to speak with any of you who may have worked with Sean Bell, whether that was a positive or a negative experience. We're very pleased to have the assistance of an external counselling service, Lime Culture, and experienced interviewers from Intersol to ensure further independence and support whenever it is required by witnesses, including survivors. At the conclusion of our investigation, a report will be prepared by me and Pinsent Masons, in which we will draw conclusions and make recommendations to the Council as to how to move forward. The Whistleblowing and Culture Inquiry is looking to determine whether a positive, open, safe and supportive whistleblowing and organisational culture for raising and responding to concerns of wrongdoing exists within City of Edinburgh Council. Those may be concerns raised by elected members, officers and colleagues of the Council or by service users. If such a culture does not exist, we will be looking to identify why not. If there is room for improvement, we will make recommendations. Pinsent Masons are supporting the review and are leading on the day-to-day management of the matter, led by Tom Stocker, partner at Pinsent Masons. A report will be published with findings and recommendations, which will be made available to you and to the public. The more information we can gather, the better informed we will be about the current culture within City of Edinburgh Council. A staff survey will be issued in the new year, and I would be grateful if as many people as possible could complete it. We've already had a really positive response from those who want to have their say, and I give my thanks to people who have already spoken up. I would like to encourage people to keep coming forward to speak to us. I realise that speaking up may be a difficult ask for you and that you may have concerns about the process. If you do have such concerns, please tell us, either by phoning Julian or Tom, or by emailing the inquiry email, which is on the website, and we will do what we can to assist. The team members can also provide links to the support I mentioned, which is being offered to anyone contacting the inquiry who needs it. I hope that I and the inquiry teams can provide the reassurance you need to be able to make your contribution. I hope that you all have a pleasant break over the festive holidays, and you will hear more from me about the work of the inquiries in 2021.